Okay, we got the confessional wide open right now. Want to hear those deep, dark secrets that you are holding on to? And you can text them into us right now, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Some of the early confessions that we have rolling in here today. This one says, if my friends go out for a night of drinking without inviting me, I will send them a message in the morning saying, I really think you should take that comment down from Instagram, just so they panic when they wake up hungover.
First of all, it would work. Second of all, are they not inviting you because you're the annoying drunk of the group?
Maybe.
Maybe they're not inviting you because you play petty pranks on them like this when they're all hungover and vulnerable. Reassess. They don't like you.
This person said, when I was a kid, I was doing bad things on the internet, and I ended up taking a nude photo with my family's camera and sending it to someone.
Oh, no.
But when I tried to delete it from iPhoto, I accidentally deleted my family's entire photo log from our trip to Mexico, and we were never able to get it back. To this day, nobody knows what really happened besides me.
Yeah, take that one to the grave.
Some of them you got to. Yeah.
You do.
Mm-hmm. Some of them you got to.
The Mexico pictures had to die so that your mistake nudie photo died too.
It's a price to pay. This person said, I'm not bothered if the people I meet don't like me, but if I meet a dog and it doesn't wag its tail, I will be devastated. I have actually found myself spending the rest of my day trying to work out in my head why and what I could have done differently to make the dog like me.
It does suck when a dog doesn't like you.
What did I do?
Oh my gosh, I had a dog not like me to such a level the other day. I was out and about and I was walking and they were dining in front of this pizza place. It was this husband and wife and they had a little weenie dog with them on a leash and he was sitting at their feet. And I was holding a bunch of stuff, so it was like I couldn't see my feet. I accidentally kicked a rock in the direction of the weenie dog. He thought I was trying to chuck a rock at him, and he tried to eat my ankle as I'm holding like all this stuff. I was being attacked in Jupiter right there by the Publix. I was almost lost my... This dog was so mad at me because I think he thought I threw a rock at him, which I totally did not.
He's right there at rock kicking level.
He wanted to kill me.
Yeah.
But you get his attitude.
Yeah.
You get why he was...
I wish I could have explained it to him.
Yeah.
But he wasn't hearing nothing.
Not hearing it, nope.
Oh my gosh. I just had to get the hell out of there because he wanted to kill me.
Yeah. Got a couple of doggy confessions here today. This confession says, I once rigged the results of a charity dog show, all because I'd had a one-night stand with the owner of one of the dogs, and she was going to tell my girlfriend.
Oh!
So he rigged it so she would win?
I guess so. She, in a sense, she blackmailed him, and he gave her the win.
You have woven a web of lies, sir.
Yeah.
Wow, even in the dog competition world.
Wow.
Wow.
This person said, hey, just a little note, never let a child name your pet. Our dog, our family dog, decided to take off running yesterday, and I had to go try to find it. And here I am running through the neighborhood yelling, fart! Fart! That is the name of the dog.
Yeah, my little sister named our bird, and she wanted to name it Jonathan, but she didn't know how to say it, so we thought she was saying Johnson. So, like, this is our bird Johnson. She always made fun of it. The bird named Johnson.
I love a bird named Johnson.
She couldn't say Jonathan.
First, like, what did you call me? She just called me Johnson? This confession says, my husband gave up smoking and drinking. He started eating healthier. He goes to the gym, and he's even more outgoing now. And he's suddenly become this different person. I know it's only a matter of time before he leaves me.
Wow.
Dang.
I mean, maybe you should level up, girl.
Yeah, I think that's what you got to do. You just got to meet him right there.
Yeah, you can level up too. If he's
Yeah,
doing all this self-improvement, do it for yourself.
Yeah, right.
Because you want to be better, But if you're afraid that he's going to leave you, you know, make yourself a catch.
One of my friends has quit drinking, and his wife told me, gosh, he is so much easier and cooler and chiller when he was a drunk.
Oh, really?
Really?
She hates his health.
Yeah.
She's like, he is so unbearable now.
Yeah. So people do. When they get sober, they get, tough to deal with. This confession says, I had a long, ongoing affair with my female best friend while I was married to my husband.
Oh, that's juicy.
Probably happens more than you would think.
You
If you're
think?
bisexual or you're actually gay in a straight person's marriage, I'm sure that probably happens.
You have to just go out there and feed the beast.
Look, cheating's cheating.
I
No,
agree.
you're right.
It doesn't
is.
matter if you're
Yep.
doing it behind your partner's back. It's cheating. It doesn't matter if it's gay or straight.
Yep, true. This person confessing, they said, I just played one of my favorite albums from the 90s for the very first time in maybe 25 years. Despite it being a pretty upbeat record, I cried all the way through it, just remembering all the hope, possibility, and excitement I felt back then.
Gosh.
I think it's safe to say my midlife crisis has finally kicked in.
Oh.
Seriously, if you ever want to see comments like that, go on YouTube and listen to some old nostalgic music. The comments are so depressing.
Really?
They're just like that.
Oh, really?
This reminds me when I was 19, I was dating that girl, Monica. Man, she died 5 years ago. They are so depressed.
Wow.
I miss my youth.
Yeah.
Monica died?
Why can't things be like they used to be back in 1978? It's
Oh, boy.
heart-wrenching comments.
There is, I will admit, as I get a little bit older, sometimes going back to the songs in your youth does become a little bit more emotionally stressful to listen to.
Especially if you read the comments.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not happy the way that your life is playing out.
Yeah, or you are even happy and you just look back and be like, going, where's it going?
Yeah, maybe you're listening to some music.
Yeah.
You have a couple of glasses of wine. You're just feeling nostalgic.
Right.
You're like, gosh, I remember 1981. I was really crushing it back then.
Yeah. This person said in their confession that, I went to a wedding reception where the guests were asked to write a piece of marriage advice for the bride and groom on slips of paper. So I thought it was going to be for them to read later. So I put some really dirty sex advice with all the proper names of all the moves and the positions on it. Well, let me just tell you, I was a little horrified when we got to the reception and they brought out the bride's grandparents to start reading submissions. And of course, mine was first.
Oh, no.
It got kind of hilarious, but then they just shut the whole thing down and did not read another one.
One and done.
Thank God it was anonymous and nobody knows for sure it was me.
That's amazing.
But yeah, that may
Admit nothing.
They may not have thought that one through.
Is that a thing people do?
Yes.
That's a tradition.
It is. It's one of the many stupid, cheesy things done at a wedding reception. Well, just put on some music and drink.
Yeah,
Right.
what are we doing?
Stop trying to get all cute.
Why don't we turn this to a vaudeville act? Yeah, put the music on.
You're
Let's
making
dance.
grandma read dirty advice now. We've gone off the rails. Just get the fireball shots. Let's go.
This confession says, I worked for a newspaper group for years. Faced with a round of layoffs and a declining industry, I knew that my time was up. So on my own in the office one day, I cleared out all the old, no longer used cameras, sold them online, made a pretty tidy sum of money, and it softened the blow when I finally did get canned.
Wow.
Yeah, sometimes people do know, and it's almost like the company doesn't realize what they're doing, but they're giving you signs going, I think I'm not going to be around here much longer.
Well, I mean, look at the one big sign the Palm Beach Post gave you when they chopped the entire block of buildings they had down to one small section.
You are right.
you might be a little worried after
I have
that.
a feeling that might be a former post worker, by the way. Just saying. And finally here today, it says, years ago, I had a falling out with a friend. Fine. But she was mean to my young children when they were out with somebody else. She had chickens within the city limits. It's not allowed. So I waited a few months, let things die down, and I called the county on her chickens. They had then so many days to remove the chickens and the entire chicken coop. And to this day, her family believes that it was the neighbors across the street who ratted her out. And the neighbors were attempting to sell their house at the time. So this chicken queen goes over to their house and paints the front of it with this absolutely hideous color in an attempt to deter buyers. It happened years ago, and it's still occasionally brought up at my workplace. And no, she never found out the truth.
Wow.
Wow, there's a lot of unhinged people in that
Painted
equation.
their house?
Yeah, I guess painted the house, maybe painted the garage door or something like that. This hideous color, just trying to make it hard for them to sell.
If you don't have, cameras and stuff, and who knows when she did that. I can see that happening.
Okay, well, some interesting reads today. Thank you for the submissions.
This is how we do. It's the KVJ Show.